So good morning, everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank Exito organizers for inviting me here to share my experience with this august audience, which comprises of industry leaders, persons working in the fintech industry or any IT industry. So I will, you want to, thank you. So the topic as a keynote given, the tech enhancement Indian BFSI sector, game changer for the economy. So I will not take much of the time because in the agenda there is lots of things that you are going to learn. So what I am going to tell that what is the government's role, that is to make India a $1 trillion digital economy very soon, and what has changed in the ecosystem in last I can say 8 to 10 years, and how empowerment of the last mile is happening, and significance of the technological advances, particularly in the BFSI sector. So this is, I would like to take you through a few slides. So a decade before, we all are aware, there's very low banking penetration. Around 30% of the Indian adults were having the bank account. Maybe there are reasons they are not having the bank account, because there's a lack of identity document. They were not having the identity, or KYC is required, so no bank account. And because of that, cash was, even in the government benefit, the cash was given in Narega workers, the cash payments were happening. And all that is leading to the corruption. And that time, it was said that if 1 rupee has been given from the top to the beneficiary, only the 10 paisa is reaching the beneficiary. So what has changed now in this ecosystem? What is the present scenario that you can see? The ubiquity of the QR code and the mobile wallet. See, and we can say it very proudly to the rest of the world that nowhere in the world, every street vendor, sabji wala, on the thela, or big malls, everyone is having the same QR code displayed. And now this, not only this physical display making the payment, you are seeing the QR code everywhere, even your net payment, online payment also, it's easy to do the QR code. There is no hassle to enter the credit card number, CVV, etc., etc. It's so easy thing. So this is the QR code and mobile wallet, and of course behind the scene is the UPI, and UPI is growing just like anything, and 13 billion plus transaction, monthly transaction. That is really mind-boggling, and shift from the cash to digital transaction. So all we are seeing, it is happening in our country, which other countries are emulating. And Aadhaar integration for the direct benefits. So Aadhaar again, so much benefit is given to the beneficiary in many schemes. So Aadhaar is acting as a financial address. Maybe people have forgotten, or maybe you are not realizing, those who are getting the benefit from the government, the benefit is not going based on the bank account. It is going based on the Aadhaar. Their Aadhaar is acting as a financial address. And that Aadhaar is seeded with any bank. So it is again empowered the beneficiary. If the bank account, suppose he is having in the X bank, and that bank is not giving good service, he simply change his Aadhaar financial address from X bank to Y bank, and there is no need to tell the government department that I have changed, because government just keep giving, because government knows the beneficiary, knows his or her financial address, that is the Aadhaar. And it's beneficiary convenience which bank he or she wants to get the benefits. So easy thing. Otherwise, earlier, if someone wants to change the bank account, even in the mutual fund, suppose you want the redemption, or any other where you are giving the bank account, if you change the bank account, still it's a hassle. You just change your bank account and then ask that I have given the X bank account in the mutual fund redemption, and then take the redemption. It will take at least a week's time. Still, we have to improve a lot. We have to make it digital. And then introduction of the DPI. So that is the present scenario. So what has happened in the last 10 years? This is the jam trinity we always advocate. This has changed the entire landscape in our country, and particularly the BFSI sector is impacted a lot. So Aadhaar, that has made the KYC is very simple. Earlier the Aadhaar authentication cost was high, but now it's just ₹3 for Aadhaar authentication, and all the financial sectors are using this Aadhaar as a KYC, RBI has already mandated. So no one is earlier thinking that I can get the bank account open just sitting at my home, or someone can assist. That's it. There's no need to visit the bank branch. There's no need to see the face of the person sitting in the bank branch. Simply do the KYC and open the bank account. So very simple. And then Aadhaar-enabled payment system. So micro ATMs. So we are serving door to door. I remember one story when this project was started, Aadhaar project was started, in one of the district in Maharashtra, the Aurangabad district. I worked with the district collector and all pensioners. We opened the bank account, seeded the Aadhaar, and then the benefit, that is the social pension, we are distributing through the bank account. And the issue is because this is the senior citizen pension. And we expect that senior citizens should come to the bank branch and withdraw the money. Or again, once in a year, again they have to visit the bank branch, I am such and such, I am alive. Right? All these things. With this technological advancement, using the micro ATM, the business correspondent is going door to door and giving the money. It's really empowerment of the last mile. This is a game changer. It's not that people are coming to the bank and withdrawing the money. Or direct benefit transfer, we are saving a lot because money is going directly into the bank account. So I will not take much of the time on this Aadhaar. Jan Dhan. So Aadhaar is one foundation, and based on then Jan Dhan, that is the bank account, another foundation in the ecosystem. 500 million plus bank account under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana has been opened using the Aadhaar. Because if this inclusion didn't take place, UPI can't do so many transactions. The transactions are coming because everyone is empowered with the bank account, and this is possible because of the Aadhaar. So Aadhaar, then the bank account. So bank account is now again a second foundation, I can say, to build up or to create the innovation. And then enhanced financial inclusion, of course, that because of this Aadhaar and Jan Dhan. And then mobile connectivity. So maybe you are having the Jan Dhan and bank account and the Aadhaar. Now what about the connectivity? Because you have to serve the last mile. The BC should have the POS device. Now, as on date, it is mobile phone or POS device. All are same thing. It's an intelligent device, I can say, a smart device, but it has to work with the connectivity. So connectivity we have to ensure. So now in the mobile also, we have a 1.2 billion connection, and 4G service is already available across the country. Most of the places, 5G has again have been rolled out with a high speed, and the remaining villages where no connectivity to 2G, there also a Make in India project is underway to cover rest of the villages also, to make India is very high speed bandwidth everywhere across the system. So we can serve the people over there. So this is the trinity. This is changed the entire, and now top of that, this digital public good infrastructure. So Aadhaar, UPI, now DG Locker, because when you design any financial product, it's not only the KYC, you want more documents. Sometimes you want the PAN card also, sometimes you want, I want a date of birth certificate also. So you require n number of documents, so those documents are also available now through the DG Locker. So one is, it's a trusted, validated source, right? Otherwise banks are always scared whether this passport is valid or not, genuine or not, by seeing the face, all these things. And when we see the document, if there is no linkage with the main source, what you do? You simply go by the physical how the identity look like. I remember one story when I am having an old driving license. It's a mutilated condition. It's a paper type of driving license, and my wife is having credit card with photo on that. And airport, the gentleman, my wife, stated a very good identity. That is not a valid, and he stopped me. And seeing 2-3 minutes whether this driving license is the actual driving license, good, is validated or trusted or not. So what we require, we want authentication from the source. So this is the DG Locker one can use. Then of course the Bhashini for the language translation in our country, and ONDC is not a subject of the talk, but yes, one has to go through, and I request that entire the banking or financial or insurance industry to work with the ONDC, because you are the entities which are working with the last mile people. So when you open a bank account, right, for a street vendor, and street vendor is selling day to day, suppose vegetables, but if you onboard that person on the ONDC also, you will help, it will increase the productivity, And where the money will go? Of course, in your bank account. And then what will you do? You can sell more financial product. So it's again a win-win situation. So as a BFSI entity, we have to serve, should go extra mile and put people on the ONDC also, National Health Registry, account aggregator, of course, that is now, whenever you are giving any product, with the consent, we are using this digital public good infrastructure for fetching all the bank statement, financial transactions, etc., etc. And then e-sign, of course. To sign the loan, we don't require ink sign. Now, most of the BFSI entities have incorporated. So, Jan-Dhan and DPI, this is all set in our country, the ecosystem. This is at a glance. Everything is available in company now. What is required to innovate? That's it. Just think, understand the issues. So this will change in this decade, right? More and more convenience we will give using these technologies. So now I will coming to just, I want to touch the new thing that is IoT, that the Internet of Things. Because we have already, done a lot. If someone can say, no, we have done a lot of, everything is available, paperless, cashless, presence-less, or through the mobile, we don't require any paper, but still we have to think further innovatively how we can use the IoT and artificial intelligence. So you can take the data through the sensors and credit risk assessment, and AI, of course, you are using for the personalized experience that you require. You can say that, oh, these are my best customer, or this is the customer maybe require this particular product, suits this person, or maybe one can give the alert also that person. So many things you are doing the predictive analytics in the financial products. So one is smart ATM. Of course, as a CCTV, I can say it's the old IoT sensor sort of thing. You are capturing everything, but need is to analyze, right? Behavior, how the person is entering into the ATM, or if someone is trying to theft or to broke the ATM, all these things, sensors are there, you can get a real-time alert. And branches also, if you have the IoT devices, you can, see again the facial expressions, you can use the algorithm, whether the person is coming with the angry face, now giving with a smile on the face, is a neutral, or how much time he's at one particular counter. So many data you are having, you can generate using these sensors in the branch itself and improve things, or even the real time also. Then for insurance sector also, or even the banking sector also, asset tracking when you give the loan, whether the farmer has actually bought the tractor or not, where the tractor is being used, right? All these things, right? I just again share a story from my personal experience. I keep talking to various people. I have spoken to many of the taxi drivers, Uber, Ola, and auto rickshaws. So they say, no, we take the vehicle still on the rent. See, the owner is taking 500 rupees, 800 rupees, even the 1,000 rupees for per day from that person. But he is not getting the loan. Why? Because he has come from the Bihar and Odisha, he is not having any local document in the Mumbai. So this is again the area where we have to work, how to solve these type of issues using these technologies, right? Then information based lending, that I will touch in the next slide. But the bank thinks that there is a risk, right, to whom I am giving the loan. But you can have a trade-off, and using the IoT sensor, where the vehicle is moving, whether it is in the Mumbai or it's going out. So all these things, with the consent, you can design some of the product and use the IoT, right? So location tracking, etc. Now again, risk management, right? Even in the bank vault, etc. Automated, right? Because there are something that is some are keeping a document also, all humidity, temperature, right? Or intrusion, all these things in real time, and you can generate the alerts in real time, all the surveillance camera, etc. Then customer experience enhancement that I already, then wearable devices. So I'm not going to the detail. See, IoT is coming in a big way, because the 5G technology, the advantage of 5G technology is the sensors can communicate directly with the 5G network, mobile. So, lots of things we can do. So we have to think, then insurance telematics, that how the driver is behaving, maybe the truck is going with a high speed, or maybe, so we can judge the driving pattern also, and we can analyze the risk, and we can give the product. Oh, no, I am giving the product, it's not a general product. Okay, who is the driver? If it's the best driver, yes, I will give the low cost insurance, because we know in the database this is the best driver and maintain the vehicle very well, so maybe the chances of wear and tear is less. And so all these things, less accidents. So the entire data and real time you can measure the behavior of the driver in the vehicle, etc. So in the supply chain, so n number of areas where you can use the IoT and improve or design new products. And of course, the compliance and regulatory requirement that is important. And then further audit related cheese. So I'm not going this. You just see how IoT can change. And in the 5G, because of the low latency, it's a high speed, real time, and we can enhance the customer experience using the AR and VR. Because when sometimes customers enter into the branch, so this particular service, my person is on the leave, come next day, or because the expert is not available. But now with the technology in the AR, VR, you can give a world class, the best experience, that everything is available, whatever you want, because we have already analyzed the data and created the models. So, and mobile is the last mile, we know. Now, suppose mobile is lost, what will you do? And many frauds are happening. So, there is the Sanchar Sati portal, not Sati, it's Sati portal, there is some type of mistake. So, you can report the fraud communication, you can report your lost mobile, and you don't know, maybe some of you have taken the mobile phone on the paper based, and maybe someone has misused the papers. Maybe you don't know how many connections are working on your name, so you can find out how many connections are working on your name, then you can just get them disconnected and generate the complaint on the portal. And of course, you should have effective grievance redressal. Now, lastly, what I would like to say, there is a proactive role of the industry. That, for example, in the agriculture, there is a use of all AI, ML, and IoT devices, but bank is giving the loan, and sometimes there is no productivity and something goes wrong, the farmer is not able to pay the loan, and then government waives the loan, etc., etc. But why not the bank? They are having the agriculture officer, so they can further, through their BCs or VLE model, train them, help the farmer using the technology, so productivity will increase, and ultimately, economy will boom, he will pay the loan in time, so it's a win-win situation for all. So we want the proactive engagement. And for example, student, someone has got the admission in the IIT Mumbai or any good institute, the computer science IIT Mumbai has the 1 crore salary. So what you are asking, at least then you should make it the point that you can give the loan. And then last, the public tech platform for the frictionless credit that already RBI Innovation Hub has tested, it is available, but still we have to use this, because this is information based lending. It happened in the Gujarat that Amul dairy farmers data is connected with this platform, how much milk they are selling to the dairy. So everyday revenue is getting generated that, okay, this person is selling 10,000 rupees milk, so maybe he or she is able to pay the AMI or loan, so we can give the loan. So this is how we have to use this technology. And challenges and solution, already I told the cyber security and rise of financial fraud. So one is multi-factor authentication. Please use this multi-factor authentication, biometric authentication, iris, fingerprint, your own OTP, Aadhaar linked OTP. So many things you can do. But depending upon the risk, must use multi-factor authentication to avoid the fraud. And Digital Personal Data Protection Act already has been passed, anytime is going to be implemented. Please see that your architecture is in compliance with this DPDP Act. So, and you have to be responsible for the data collection and usage in the AI-driven culture, because consent and privacy are the two main critical parameters. So, this is my last slide, that please innovate using DPI, IoT, 5G, ensure the data quality and validation. It should not be Sumnesh, Samanesh, ST Joshi. It has to be one person name. Please devote some time on that, and AI first approach. And CBDC is also coming, and security and privacy, and we have to make India a top 3 world economy. So sorry, I exceeded 3 minutes, I think. I hope organizer will excuse me, because 15 minutes, sometimes we are not able to do justice, but yeah, so floor is yours. Thank you very much. Thank you.